61 kills. Are you kidding me? Okay. Mutex got 61 kills, world record. That's over Aiden, which he had 60 with that Juggernaut at the end. That was epic. And, you know, Aiden and Mutex know each other, so I bet you Mutex was extra happy about this, you know what I mean? Because I bet you it was egging him that Aiden had a 60 world record bomb, and I'm sure Mutex thought he could get it. Well, he does get it. He's deserving. He's very technical. You can tell he grinds. He trains. He practices. He does, you know, like crazy no aim assist training and trains with 2020 on and plays with 2020 on. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is just insanely technical. He's a pro's pro. And he kills 60. Now, the reason I wanted to show this is, oh, and please go check out his channel, okay? All this is from his channel, everything here, right? I'm gonna, you know, give credit. Got Mutex here, get my little drawing tool out the way. 100K subscribers, what a time to get that, man. This guy is just winning at life right now. All right, but that's not what's important for this video. We're trying to learn how he is able to dominate and how pros dominate in general and just how to become a better player, okay? Because I feel like a lot of us Warzone players, and I had a third eye opening moment when I realized pros have plays they do. Pros have situational tricks and tactics they do that set them apart from regular casuals who are just wandering around Verdansk hoping someone appears in front of them and kill them. And if they don't, then you know, they're crouching the whole time or they're scared and anxious to move. This removes your anxiety a little bit because it gives you direction of what to do, and you know if you failed, it's on you. You know what I mean? You didn't just get ganged up on. But the moment I want to get to is when he does a pick and roll. Now, Mutex here didn't come up with a pick and roll play, and like any coach in the NFL or any basketball, you know, you got pick and rolls in basketball, right? It's a play you do. Just try to set up an easy score. Pick and roll in Call of Duty doesn't have screens in them, right? But it's a situational thing you can use to take advantage and kill people more easily. The same applies to Call of Duty, guys. It's an esport, okay? It's a sport. You have plays in sports. So I'm going to give you one of the plays all pro players use. Again, it's called the pick and roll. He uses a lot of different plays here in this game, but I want to start off with the most beneficial. I think even the noobiest of noobs could learn. And it involves one thing. And I'm trying to be very thorough here. Before you do any of this, you have to get your awareness up. And this is how you can go on a 60 kill rampage without someone sneaking up behind you and killing you. Look at the minimap. This is the first most important thing you do before you get into any map or any match with an enemy here. And we clearly see a car right here. It's heading over here this direction, maybe around these cubbies. Mutex is right here, right behind him. They don't know he's there, right? That's the situation. So he can ambush and shoot behind the car, and he will in a second here. But the first thing you want to do is kind of section off Warzone into its little mini map, because a lot of us from Call of Duty aren't used to playing Battle Royale, okay? And I played Apex Legends, and I realized that in Apex Legends, players are a little bit more aware than in Call of Duty. People are just running across the street, and they're not breaking the game down into small digestible parts. Verdansk is huge, 150 players, okay? Just break this down like any multiplayer map, right? And if this was a multiplayer map, what would be the points of interest? Probably this building and these little sheds you got to watch out for, you know, and maybe this little area in the back here. And that's what Mutex has already done without even thinking. But since we don't play, you know, 10,000 hours of Call of Duty in our lifetime, we might not remember to do stuff like that subconsciously. So I want you guys to do that every time before you're about to get into a gunfight. You wanna lay out the battlefield and the points of interest, and basically try to beat them to the points of interest, or try to cut them off from, you know, escape routes. So let's get into it. I've been talking way too much about this. Pretty simple. Shoots a car. I think we would all done that, right? He gets on a break there, and I think he sees shooting, so he's like, all right, let me take advantage of this. He feels confident because he did damage to people, and I think he hears them a little bit. Knocks this guy, pretty straightforward. Knocks this guy. Another guy appears, does not get the finish on him. And I just wanted to go over this because he just got one pick, right? And now he's rolling around the map. Boom. Cuts this guy off, and he makes a mistake here. I'll point out. I'm just letting him run through it. Dang, gets knocked, but he actually gets the grenade off on him. And boom, he's back up, and now he can plate up. Well, actually, no, he actually has no plates. Yeah, so he definitely overextended himself here. But he is trying to break a kill record with 39 people and, 36 people left. That's kill record potential kind of lobby. And boom, that's what happened now. So I'm going to go back. There's a lot of plays like this, but this is one I particularly want to break down because I think it can be helpful to the most people. Because it is so simple, guys. It's a pick and roll. In basketball, if you're trying to look for an easy shot, that's what you do. Boom. You get one pick. Two down. Two show up to his right. And he's looking at a shield situation right here, right? He has one shield, so he could potentially challenge this guy because it's still a one-on-one, and this guy seems unaware. He's like trying to hide for cover. Now, this guy will be the reason Mutex goes down later, but that's not important, and I don't blame Mutex too much on this for being aggressive. He is trying to break the world record, but this is what you do in, this is what you should do. You get one pick, and if you look at the minimap, you down one guy, and then you pick and roll around him. So now he's going to go around this building and roll, right? So pick and just roll around. And whatever that map is, it could be here, right? It could be this shed area. And you're over here, and you down a guy right here. You just roll all the way around the building, and the remaining three will be aiming this way because that's how a lot of Call of Duty players play. As soon as one guy goes down, they'll all hug corners, or they won't move as much, trying to figure out where the shots came from. While that's happening, right here, you notice he downs a guy, doesn't give them time to think, and he's like, oh my god, I gotta race over to the other side and reload and reshield and everything as quickly as I can because they will never expect a guy shielding and doing all this so fast. And that's when you catch him red-handed. Boom. And right here, he makes a mistake. This guy shows up, and again, I don't blame him because he's trying to get the kill record. He was originally thinking this guy went this way. But if you remember from the last shot, he was deeper behind. So he was thinking maybe two were holed up in here, and he didn't see that now. It was a flash. Anyone would have missed that. And the guy does end up getting the shots on him. But... And by the way, guys, Mutex is infinitely better than me. When I say he did something wrong, I don't think I could have done it better. I'm just pointing out that he could have done this. Right. That's all I'm doing. Trust me. Mutex, this is not a shot. Every player, no matter what, no one's perfect. Or else, right, they would get 60 bombs all the time. No one's perfect. But it's just something we can learn from because for the pick and roll, it is crucial. When you're rolling around, you want to check every nook and cranny as you're rolling. Because around this area... Mutex pretty much knows there's not going to be anyone here, or he would be surprised. But even yet, he checks around the corner. He checks around this corner. All right, and you can see he's deliberately doing something every time. Peeks right here. Boom. Peeks right there. Boom. He doesn't waste any time looking anywhere. He just looks exactly at the spots. He did not peek this corner, and this is what got him. He got these two buildings, or these two parts of the building, and he thought the remaining two guys were over here. Or the remaining guy, I'm sorry, the remaining guy was over here, but he was wrong. He had to run all the way around. And if he was more careful, he could have avoided this whole situation. And where did he blunder? It was right here. If this was a chess, it would be a blunder. Checks one, checks two, right here. He could accomplish everything he just did by bunny hopping around and going across the entire screen trying to see everybody. He could accomplish everything if he just uses this cover right here and does not move. He would have killed this guy, then immediately gone and killed this guy over here. See, you see this angle from here? He could easily just turn and shoot both these guys. No problem, without having to bunny hop, without having to, be extra like that. Now, again, he's trying to break the kill record, so I don't blame him if he's being extra aggressive. Even his own gun model covers this area because he literally just forgot. Like, he didn't check it. Or he checked it last when it should have been one of the top priorities. Because it's his blind side, essentially. Right? So right here, and I'll show you the angle. He should have approached her from this side. Down the guy over here. Down this guy. And then just keep hugging the corner and easily toss a nade in here. While still staring down this alleyway. Right? You could have accomplished everything just by holding on to this corner here and just stick to the walls. And it's always good to be next to walls, just because you can always use them for cover, or you can, you know, try to get around them. While Charles was out in the open, he unfortunately was not able to get out of that, but he does have a self-res, and he was able to get out of this and, you know, drop 61. So, you know, what can you say? The guy's incredible. But I just wanted to bring that home, guys. You should be doing pick and rolls all the time. As soon as you get a pick, reposition. That's it. But I'll be breaking down more of his stuff and other people's stuff as well. I was seeing Diaz Biffle in the comments. I would love to cover him. I think he has really unique play styles and really unique plays he does. That sets him apart from a lot of people, just because the creativity in this kid is insane. Yeah, and I'll definitely show that next. But I was thinking, you know, what other people you got that you like to watch? Nick Merckx, what's his play style? Is it deliberate? If I had to say what Mutex's play style is very technical, meaning he relies a lot on his insane aim and insane movement and fluidity. Okay, that's what kind of gives him the edge, and he does play claw, which is interesting because it does kind of give you an added benefit when it comes to stability if you're a controller player, in terms of how you hold the controller. Because if you hold the controller like this, like most people do, you know, when they're younger, you don't have access to the Y button. While if you play claw, you do have access to the Y button. And a lot of people think that's where claw gains its benefit. I thought that too. I play claw. I've been playing claw for years now. But sure, I get this benefit of pressing Y and feeling more in control. But the main thing is, look at the positioning of my hand and thumb. When I hold the controller like this, you see how my wrist is now kind of bent forward? And it's, I don't know, it's uncomfortable. And it means the bone connecting to my thumb right here from my wrist and hand, like that knuckle, is lower in position than the actual knob of turning. Okay, the joystick. And that's with my hand down, you see that? It's like I'm not above the joystick. And it makes it hard to like aim. I did not realize this until I moved my arm forward, and now I kind of decide how tall this bone is. And it makes me feel like I can be light with it, I can be more precise, and that's why I think claw is better than holding it like this. Now, some people may have different hands, and you know, mine in particular is like this, but I'm sure a lot of people is too. When you hold it like this versus pulling your arm back, you see how I can move my arm now more? I'm more relaxed, or my hands, everything. And I can click all the buttons at once while feeling like I have superior aim, because I'm like above the joystick instead of being down here. You see? I use the tip of my thumb now to aim. So I think that's a good benefit, if you haven't thought about it, to going claw as well. But I'll be covering videos, stuff like that, little tips and tricks to maybe help you guys out. Like the video, let me know who you want me to break down, or what tips you want to look into, and I'll let you guys know. See you later.